How things have gone for them, just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. Another 3 on the board. He's been the lone bright spot. That's now 4 field goals.
If this offense had finished a few drives, we'd be looking at a different complexion to this ball game, because right now the trade is really wrong for them, isn't it? They're trading field goals while the other team's scoring touchdowns. That's not going to work.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike 20. Yeah. Mike 20. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a give to Breida. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll try and run the option. Oh, look at the juke. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
And the Raven first down.
55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Coming after you. Coming after you.
From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 18-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First down, Ravens.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run with Breida. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Breida, the ball carrier.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Now Breida on a toss left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Matt Breida,
A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Crunch time, defense. 44 is the mic.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Being chased out, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Ravens will extend their lead. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his second touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talent. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
36. All day, baby. All day. 59. Flare. Alert, flare. Flare. Check 31. Check 31. Watch twist.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
He's coming. We got double up.
Watson off play action. He sets to fire deep. This is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
Middle. Breathe, defense. 6 guys. Check it out.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell able to record his fifth sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
In your face.
Here's Watson throwing on third and long. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Watson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. No reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on fourth.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
On first down, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. The Texans on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. In trouble, and he's taken down. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of...
And now Watson throws another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Yannick Ngakoue picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
It's now third down.
Following the sack, it's now third and long for Watson and the Texans.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Well, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Watch the pass.
They'll run on first down. Miller.
Check 50. Check 50.
Lamar Miller
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 15 yards on the play, first down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Squeeze, double.
On first down, Miller. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, D.
Again, it's Miller. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Final score, Ravens 48, Texans 20.